Running without direction, past honking cars and indifferent pedestrians, Emily's mind raced. Was it her fault? Too clingy? Not enough? 5 years of shared secrets, holidays, intimate moments, all erased by a text. Her chest heaved, lungs burning, until she stumbled into a quiet park, collapsing on a weathered bench. Sobs racked her body, drawing curious glances she ignored. The world spun in shades of gray, her future erased. That's when he noticed her. An elderly man, ragged clothes hanging loose on his frail frame, sitting nearby with a faded cardboard sign, "Anything helps." Arthur, though she didn't know his name yet. His face was a map of hardships, deep wrinkles, gray beard unkempt, eyes like faded blue skies holding quiet storms. He didn't approach aggressively, instead, he rummaged in his threadbare coat and offered a crumpled tissue. "Rough day," his voice rasped, kind without intrusion. Emily snatched it, wiping her face, words exploding like a burst dam. "My wedding, he left me. At the altar. Via text." She expected pity or dismissal, but Arthur nodded, listening intently as she spilled everything: Mark's cold feet, her shattered dreams, the embarrassment flooding her veins. Strangers didn't get this, but something in his gaze invited trust that he shared sparingly at first. "Life's full of curveballs, miss. Lost my own everything once." His stories trickled out, wandering streets after a factory closure stole his job, his home, his dignity. No self-pity, just facts laced with wry humor. Beggars can't be choosers, but we sure can tell tales. For the first time since the text, Emily laughed, a choked, genuine sound that lightened her load. Hours slipped by, sun arcing overhead. Arthur's wisdom cut through her chaos. Pain's a teacher, not a prison. He saw her not as a victim, but a fighter. In her despair, a mad idea sparked: the venue paid for, guests waiting, officiant on standby. Why waste it? Defiance ignited. "Marry me," she blurted, half joking, half serious. "Turn this mess into something bold." Arthur's eyes twinkled, surprise melting into amusement. "Me? A beggar in rags?" But he saw her resolve, the spark needing fuel. "If it'll rewrite your story, why not?" Hand in trembling hand, they hurried back. Guests milled in confusion outside the church, jaws dropped at the sight: bride with disheveled gown, groom in tatters. The officiant stammered but proceeded, vows improvised amid stifled giggles and tears. Emily's voice steady: "I vow to face the unknown with you." Arthur's gravelly: "I'll stand by you, come what may." A wire twist served as ring, sealing the surreal pact. Cheers erupted awkwardly, confetti thrown in bewilderment. Reception turned carnival, caterers serving filet mignon to Arthur's street pals he'd phoned somehow, dance floor alive with unlikely pairs. Emily felt empowered, reclaiming the day. That night, gratitude overflowed. She insisted Arthur crash at her apartment. "Just one night," she said, but his nod held deeper warmth. Her place was modern, cozy, leather couches, art from travels with Mark. Arthur ate the leftover wedding cake humbly, manners polished despite his lot. Sleep evaded her, replaying the whirlwind. Morning brought coffee and questions. Arthur opened up: "Wasn't always like this. Had a business once, family. Fate's cruel." His eyes hinted at untold depths, deflecting gently. Days blurred into routine. She bought him clothes, helped job hunt. He cooked simple meals, listened to her work rants. She, a graphic designer, now channeling pain into art. Friends freaked, rebound insanity. Family pushed annulment papers. But Arthur's presence soothed, fixing her leaky faucet with ingenious tricks, sharing philosophies that mended her spirit. One night, over wine, he spoke of loss: wife gone to cancer, grief driving him nomadic. Tears mirrored, Emily hugged him, feeling seen truly for the first time. Closeness grew, park strolls retracing steps, laughter over bad TV. Yet oddities nagged, Arthur predicting rain accurately, healing her paper cut instantly with a touch. "Lucky guess," he'd say. She found his locket once, ornate and warm, dismissing the glow as light trick. Mark resurfaced, apologetic at her door with roses. Mistake, M. Forgive me. Old sparks flickered, but Arthur's quiet support armored her. You deserve real, she told Mark, slamming the door. Empowerment surged, weeks in, bond solidified. Arthur taught resilience, Emily gave purpose. But mysteries lingered, that tattoo peeking from his sleeve, ancient symbols, mutterings in sleep like foreign chants. Curiosity brewed, hints of surreality teasing the edges of their fragile happiness, promising revelations that could upend everything. As evenings lengthened, shared silences turned intimate. Emily's heart, once frozen, thawed under his care. He wasn't just a beggar, he was a mirror to her strength. Yet questions whispered, what hid behind those wise eyes? The impulsive union, born of heartbreak, now rooted deep, setting roots for truths that would astonish. Daily joys accumulated, farmers' market trips, where he'd barter stories for fruit, evening sketching while he read poetry aloud, voice resonant. Friends warmed slowly, seeing his gentleness. Family visited warily, won over by his charm. One afternoon, a storm hit, power out, candles lit. Arthur fixed her grandmother's clock, hands moving sans tools. How? She pressed. He smiled mysteriously, old tricks. Intrigue deepened, her touch lingering on his hand. Mark's final plea via letter stirred doubt, but Arthur's steady gaze reaffirmed. Choose your path, he said, no jealousy. She chose him, burning the letter. Nights brought dreams, Arthur in regal attire, worlds beyond. Waking, she'd find him watching protectively. Their marriage, paper thin at start, now wove emotional threads strong as steel. Subtle magics persisted, stray dog following him home, healed, plants thriving under his care. Emily journaled it all, piecing puzzles. Anniversary of the abandonment neared, they planned quiet celebration. Arthur's gift, hand-carved pendant matching his locket. Warmth emanated, her heart racing. That I in this cocoon of care, love bloomed unspoken. From altar's ruin rose unexpected tenderness, begging the question, what secrets would shatter the illusion? Arthur's stories grew layered, hints of travels impossible, eras blurred. Emily listened rapt, falling deeper. Society judged, but they thrived in bubble. Work flourished for her, inspired, he volunteered at shelters, giving back, emotional peaks, vulnerability shared, scars bared. His touch electric, healing invisible wounds. Cliffhanger loomed, locket activating one night, visions flashing. Arthur's face paled, time for truths. But for now, in sections close, their world held magic unspoken, hearts entwined in defiant love born from betrayal's ashes. Shock rooted her, the ornate locket projected holographic vistas, swirling nebulae, floating cities of crystal, beings of light gliding through voids. Arthur explained breathlessly, centuries ago, he was a guardian from Elisera, a parallel realm where emotions fueled powers, exiled for saving a forbidden soul, stripped of glory and bound to earth in mortal guise. The beggar life? A penance, observing humanity's heart, he confessed, eyes shimmering with stardust flecks. Disbelief crashed like waves. Emily recoiled, memories replaying, his instant healings, weather whispers, the clock's mysterious fix, all powers from energy manipulation, drawing from universal threads but draining his essence. Why me? She stammered, tears welling. He knelt, voice tender, your pain called to me across dimensions. In the park, I felt it, pure, raw. Marrying you wasn't chance, it anchored me, gave purpose. Anger flared briefly, deception stung, but evidence overwhelmed. He touched her temple, flooding her mind with visions of his exile, lonely Ian's wandering streets, helping silently until her defiance sparked hope. Gratitude replaced fury, his care was genuine, mending her abandonment scars with ethereal love. You've healed me too, he admitted, vulnerability mirroring hers. Their connection ignited anew, intimacy deepened under starlit confessions. Walks turned enchanted, Arthur conjuring faint auroras in skies, sharing Elisaran lore of soul bonds transcending realms. Emily's touch amplified his glow, her human passion fueling him, nights filled with whispered dreams of what-ifs. Love bloomed fierce, no longer companionship but destiny's weave, yet shadows loomed, his kin sensed the attachment, portals rippling in mirrors with warnings, glowing missives demanding return or face erasure. Arthur's powers flickered unstable, headaches plaguing him from overuse. Emily's fear mounted, losing him now, after finding magic. She vowed protection, researching ancient symbols online, decoding his tattoo as a ward against pursuers. Tension escalated during a routine errand, a sudden quake shook the city, building crumbling nearby. Panic ensued, screams echoing. Arthur's eyes blazed, he dashed in, form shimmering as he lifted rubble with telekinetic force, saving a trapped family. Onlookers filmed, viral clips dubbing him Miracle Beggar. Emily pulled him away amid chaos, heart racing with pride and terror. Exposure risked everything, hiding in a motel, media hounded their door. Arthur healed her stress-induced migraine with a palm's warmth, confessing, each act shortens my stay, I chose you over immortality. Tears streamed, she kissed him, passion sealing vows anew, bodies entwined in desperate affirmation of their surreal love. Pursuers materialized, Elisarian enforcers in human suits, confronting them in the original park at midnight. Defire, return, they intoned, voices echoing unnaturally, energy bolts crackling. Arthur shielded her, powers clashing in bursts of light, park benches uprooting in the fray. Weakened, he faltered, Emily's scream of love surged a barrier, her emotions supercharging him, human heart trumping celestial coldness, repelling them in a blinding explosion. Aftermath left Arthur drained, form aging rapidly before her eyes. The cost, he gasped. Choice loomed, sever ties for his restoration or merge essences, binding fates. Emily chose fusion without hesitation, holding the locket to her chest, realms blurred, energy coursing through her veins, granting her subtle gifts like intuitive flashes. Recovery brought balance, they relocated quietly, Arthur's guise stable but powers shared. Emily's design career soared, infused with otherworldly inspiration, art selling as cosmic visions. He aided discreetly, healing shelter kids anonymously, teaching her to channel energy for good. Years unfolded in harmonious wonder, adopted children heard bedtime tales of stars and beggars, eyes wide. Arthur's eternal youth hidden, their love a quiet legend. Mark faded to irrelevance, a footnote to glory. Emily reflected often, abandonment birthed magic, proving universe's surprises rewarded bold hearts. Care from this guardian mended her utterly, no cheating shadows, only pure, dimension-defying devotion. Climactic peace settled. One evening, under a meteor shower he summoned, Arthur proposed anew, stay eternal with me. Her yes echoed across realms, lockets sealing their souls. Adventures continued, subtle portals explored in dreams, helping lost souls together. Society saw them as eccentrics, unaware of truths. Emotional depth peaked in anniversaries, revisiting the altar, laughing at origins. His care unwavering, brewing teas that eased worries, touches sparking joy, surreal elements wove daily, flowers blooming midwinter at his whisper, dreams shared across distances. Final twist, Emily discovered her own latent spark, ancestry tied to Elisara, explaining the call. Destiny complete.